Hi everyone, I'm just doing a quick video. Basically, I'm wanting to explain what Miss Great Britain's campaign is this year. Our kindness campaign is going to focus on mental health issues and the basic fact that many of us hide how we're feeling and what's going on in our lives through behind a smile. Our message is as simple as this: you never know what's going through or what they might be hiding behind their smile, so just be kind. This is an issue close to our hearts following the loss of 2009 Miss Great Britain Sophie Graydon, who sadly took her own life a few months ago. She was dealing with trolling online through what she was doing, what she was wearing, where she came from. She could only take so much, and unfortunately she couldn't deal with it any longer. I cannot begin to imagine what kind of kick these trolls get from sitting either behind a phone or behind a laptop just slating people for whatever reason they think they've got the right to do that. Of course we could just say, just come off social media, that's the easiest option, but it's not. That's giving them the satisfaction of you coming off that and they've won. So if you get trolled, don't respond to them, block them and say bye. That's the best thing that you can do. Now, us pageant girls and beauty queens are seen to be these happy, lovely, funny, perfect, full of confident girls, but let me tell you something, we're not perfect. We're really not. We've all got our flaws. I'll be the first to say that I'm not perfect, and my mum will definitely agree with you there. I like to think of it as we're perfectly imperfect. I'm me. This is me. If you don't like it, jog on, really. But I suffer from anxiety, and I guess we all have different ways of dealing with it and what's brought it on and how we cope. So I want to tell you my story because I believe that there are people out there that will listen, and by me telling my story on how my anxiety started and how I'm dealing with it will hopefully make other people think, she's gone out there and told her story, people have listened, people might do that for me. So here's my story. My anxiety started about 6 years ago. I think it's come from bad relationships. I was with somebody for nearly 3.5 years, and I believe from his upbringing he thought he was better than everybody else. He could look down his nose at people, and he basically moulded me into this perfect girlfriend, this perfect girl. But it weren't me. People know me for being out there, bubbly, I'm always laughing, smiling, talkative, I'm not shy. But when I was with him, I weren't any of that. I lost all my confidence. I've been a dancer since I was 3 years old, so I'm quite a confident person. Lost all my confidence. I wasn't going out because he was controlling me, wouldn't let me go out. But when I eventually did go out with my friends, he would find me, bring me back home and drag me home. I wasn't allowed to wear what I wanted. He would buy me clothes that he'd want me to wear that wouldn't make me look good, wouldn't flatter me, just that he didn't want me showing a little bit of leg or anything like that. I had to pretend to be something that I wasn't. I was fake to myself, fake to him, just to fit in, really, just to fit in. I had a massive fallout with my family. I didn't speak to my mum for like longer than 5 months, like 6-7 months. My friends fell out with me.
I think it was because they could see what was happening to me and how he was manipulating me and belittling me. But because I was in this little bubble and all I could see was him, I couldn't see it. I was happy, but I wasn't. I thought I was. There were trust issues there. He made me believe I was fat when I wasn't, so I lost loads of weight, made myself ill. It was just a really bad relationship. He went behind my back a few times as well. I eventually got out of it. Took me a while to get back to the person that I am and was before the relationship. My friends all stuck by me when I ended it. And then a couple of years down the line, I ended up with another guy. He wasn't in a very good mindset when we got together anyway. He had a bit mental issues. But obviously because I was with him 24/7, it was rubbing off on me. So my mental state wasn't very good either. Basically, he wasn't controlling. He let me do what I want, which is good in a way. He hung around with the wrong people. When he started hanging around with these people, he went off the rails. He would stay out for days on end, wouldn't answer his phone. Me and his mum were sick in the house. We'd have police looking out for him. When we first got together, there were a lot of trust issues there. Talking to other girls, being with other girls, hiding things from me, made me feel like crap. Just when those trust issues are there, it's always going to be in the back of your mind. I think that's why I find it hard to trust people now, because of the past relationships. But when people show me and prove to me that I can trust them, they've got me. They really have. I did everything that I could for him, and it wasn't ever good enough. Threw it all in my face, walked all over me, took me for granted. Even now, I feel like I would never be good enough for him because he just threw everything in my face. But there's some other stuff happened in the relationship, but I'm not ready to talk about that on social media yet. It's still quite sensitive and raw. But the people that know will know what I'm talking about. But as well as the older generation's awareness for mental health, there also needs to be awareness for the younger generation. My brother, he went up to big school in September, and while he was at primary school, he was a happy kid. He enjoyed going to school. He loved being with his friends. But as soon as he went up to big school, I saw a change in him, and it was horrible. He had an attitude, and then he would hate going to school. He would cry, he would kick off, and he got bullied. He got pushed in corridors by year 10s. He's only in year 8 now, going into year 8, but he'd refused to go to school in his uniform. He wouldn't go, so he hardly went in year 7 because he was getting bullied and the teachers wouldn't help him do anything. So I think there needs to be more awareness because of that as well. But the main point of this video is there are people that will listen to you out there. Just be kind to people. You never know what's going on in their mind. I still have bad days now. When I'm having a bad day, I lock myself away from everybody. Don't want to talk. Some days I'll go and visit my nana in the cemetery just to talk to her, because I also think it stemmed from losing my nana as well, because my nana was my rock. She really was. While my grandma and mum were at work, she always used to look after me. She always used to look after me. We used to play like catch in the garden. So yeah, I think it's 10 years, maybe more, that she's been gone, and it still kills me now. So I think it has stemmed from there really, as well as past relationships. So all I'm trying to say is, before you say something, about a girl or a boy that don't look perfect. Think what might be going on in their mind or in their lives before you say something. Just be kind. 30 seconds out of your day just to say, are you okay, will change their day. Honestly, it will. And if you're not happy, talk to somebody, whether it be family, friends, neighbours, me. Message me if you're not happy. I'll listen. But yeah, you are important. Just talk to people. And we can be stronger if you're having a bad day. Just believe in yourself. And when I'm having a bad day, I think these like 5 things. It's temporary. It's not going to last forever. You will get over it. I'm in control. Me. Nobody else. I'm in control of this situation. Take it one step at a time. If you rush it, you're not going to get anywhere. You're really not. You need to take one step at a time. Take each day as it comes. And you've made it through it before, and you'll do it again. Believe me. I've been through mental health problems many, many times, and it's made me stronger. More focused. You need to get through it. You need to stay focused on something. I'm training at the minute. Obviously because of Miss Great Britain, I'm focused on that. I've got my friends around me. And another point is, anxiety and mental health does not define you. It does not define you. You're you, I'm me. You're not anxiety, I'm not anxiety, I'm Katie. So yeah, that was the main message of the video. Just, that's our campaign, and the more people we can get to know about it, the better, because people will listen to you. So be kind.